Welcome, friends! LostScarf here, and it's time for more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Justice for All. If you're coming in late for some weird reason, things are happening. Let's go. I know, when you do an LP, it's weird to say, like, hey, you came here late. Like, you should probably go to the first episode of the LP, right? I don't know if I should keep addressing whether or not you've been here late. Because who watches a series late, right? Like, just a quick aside, there's always a thing where a cartoon or something has to remind you of what's been happening earlier on, with the assumption you haven't seen the early episodes. Why? Why? If you're late, you gotta go to the start. We have the internet age now. I don't know. That was a thing back in the day when you only had TV. It's weird. So let's get going here. Whoop. It's past 9 p.m. already, isn't it? I wonder if Mr. Edgeworth has already found Mystic Maya. These things take time. I'd say probably not. The police are professionals, Pearls. They'll find her, so don't you worry. And if we can win a not guilty verdict tomorrow, then everything will be okay. You're right. Dr. Pearl. Why is he calling her Pearls, though? So the real person who killed Mr. Kadita was... that assassin, Mr. Sherry the Killer, right? And the card Miss Andrews found at the crime scene seems to be proof of that. But if that's the case, then a new question comes to mind. Who was the one that hired the killer to begin with? Who was his client? You mean, who asked for the murder? That person didn't want to dirty their own hands in blood. Whatever this client is, they're still a killer. The assassin's client. Who could have hired the assassin? You think it was Miss Andrews? Why? I wonder. But if she was the client, then why go through the effort to stab the knife into the corpse herself? She just had a rage boner for killing him. But if Miss Andrews wasn't the client, then no, it can't be. Matt on guard himself? Was it Matt? The Mr. on guard really did hire the assassin. Then he is not innocent at all. Far from it, he would be guilty of the crime. But it can't be Mr. on guard, right? I mean, when we first asked him... when we first talked with him... Mr. on guard, I'd like to ask you one more question. Did you kill Mr. Juan Cadita? Alright, just so we're clear, dude. I didn't kill anyone, and that includes Juan Cadita, okay? I didn't see any Psylocks at that time. It would depend on whether he sees himself as the killer, considering he had someone else do the kill, right? Actually, that reminds me. Did you remember something, Mr. Nick? Yeah, something Miss Andrews said at the trial today. She said something interesting. I'm recording, right? Yeah, okay. Something interesting. So what is this interesting thing? Oh, that's right. You didn't hear it, did you, Pearls? Juan had bet everything on the Jamming Ninja this year. And if he lost the Grand Prix, he was going to make sure Matt was going down with him. That's what he thought, anyway. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Maybe it's the suicide note that mentioned Matt. Mr. On Guard's secret? But what is your secret? I don't know yet. But for now, let's think about it this way. Mr. Cadita was going to reveal the secret. That means... Mr. On Guard had plenty of motive to have Mr. Cadita silenced. Which means we have to meet with Mr. On Guard. There's no way around it now. How? Hold out. Wow, it's really getting late, isn't it, Mr. Nick? Yeah, it's past 9 p.m. already. But we still have some things to prepare for tomorrow's trial. There's still the matter of this secret Mr. Kadita held about Mr. On Guard. And Miss Andrews' real intentions. These are two things I must know tonight. But aren't visiting hours over at the detention center over? I'm sure we'll think of something, Pearls. Don't you worry. Move on. Viola Hall. Whoop. Ah! Hey, wait! What is it? Whippersnapper? All I know is nothing that has anything to do with you is ever good. Like just now, I was handed this strange device for who knows what reason. And I was told to use it to search the whole hotel. That's the bug sweeper, isn't it? The one Gumshoe made. I don't know, and frankly I don't care, but the request came from Edgy Poo, so... Edgeworth? And he said... If you feel angry, direct your anger at that unsophisticated lawyer. So I'm going to feel free to direct all my anger towards you. Ugh. Gee, thanks a bundle, Mr. Edgeworth. I don't say Mr. What a pal you are. Thanks for defending me back in kindergarten. Or elementary school. Bug sweeper. This is absolutely top secret, so you had better keep it to yourselves. I heard they found a spy camera hidden in one of the presents. Very interesting. I'm sure it was, you know. It was to catch poor Juan in the middle of a scandalous meeting. Scandalous? What's that? It means, well, you know, that gossip that's been going around about my dear Juan. Oh, you mean that thing about Miss Andrews. But I'm sure she must have had some reason for getting close to Mr. Kadita. I'll let you in on another secret, young'un. I know who planted that spy camera. It was that obnoxious, poofy-haired photographer girl. The nerve of some people. Spying on people by herself, as if I wouldn't want to see it for myself, too. Wow, that alien actually admitted her true intentions for a change. I don't know what you're thinking exactly, but I can bet that it's nothing good. I didn't say anything. Juan and Adrian. So you want to know about Juan and that manager, right? Actually, as I hear it, there was something of a refreshing pair, those two. Oh? I tell you, Juan really welcomed that manager with open arms, I heard. That manager? Who are you talking about? You don't know? That manager woman Juan had. Oh. It's a shame she killed herself, though. Oh, you're talking about Miss Celeste Impax, Miss Andrews' mentor, right? Yes, that's the one. That Celeste girl. She was supposed to get married, you know. Married? You mean to Mr. Kadita? Really, you young kids today know nothing, do you? That girl Celeste killed herself 3 days after their marriage announcement. 3 days after their marriage announcement? What in the... Why did Miss Impax want to kill herself? She was born to get married. Well, that's because she was thrown away, you see, by Juan. What? But they were going to get married, right? They promised each other, right? They held a grand announcement session, but 3 days later, Juan suddenly canceled their marriage. Is that true? It was in the weekly magazines. But why? Why did he do that? That was not in the magazines, unfortunately. I see. That night after Juan called off the wedding, that manager, Celeste, killed herself. How terrible. I wonder what happened between those two. Well, that's depressing as all balls to have a little kid be exposed to. Wow, it's, we really need to get a babysitter, apparently. But we need her there on hand for Mia. On that night, there must have been at least a few hundred people here. I guess the police are done with their questioning and investigating. It looks like things here in the lobby have finally calmed down. Living room? Oh, right there. Can we go there? We can! Alright. It looks like no one is around.
What happened to that person with the stuffed teddy face?
Oh, she must mean that butler with the stitches in his face.
Shoo! Meow. Oh, there you are. I guess you're still awake, huh, Shoo? Meow. Hee, come on, let's play.
I wonder if that butler, Mr. Doe, is already asleep or not. If only we could snoop, right? Yeah, we've already seen everything here, I think. So we can't snoop around. Hotel lobby. Red and Kill offices? Let's see what's going on here. Might be something. Nope.
It doesn't look like Mr. Scruffy Detective is here.
Wow, this is starting to kill my foot. Yeah. Well, he's out there with that camera asking around at all the electronic stores.
Then I'll make some salad for him for dinner.
It looks like Pearls really appreciates what Gumshoe is doing for us.
Mr. Nick?
Yes?
Where's the lettuce?
I don't think I've ever bought lettuce before. Damn, Nick.
I guess I have to give up on making a salad then.
I guess the lack of lettuce is kind of a problem. To the store! Who did all this? These voices do different things in my throat, holy crap. Visiting hours ended a few hours ago. Looks like we're not going to get a chance to talk with Mr. On Guard tonight.
But isn't what we have to ask very important?
Yeah, I don't think that matters to the guard. But I don't think. Criminal affairs is our only option here.
It feels so tense in here, doesn't it, Mr. Nick?
Yeah, it does. I wonder if something happened. You're Mr. On Guard's lawyer, right? Yes, sir. Well, we finally found just the person we've been looking for. A real decisive witness. A decisive witness? You mean for Mr. On Guard's case? We're taking the witness's statement right now. Gotta hand it to Mr. Edgeworth. What's Edgeworth up to now?
Who is this witness?
I think you know this person quite well, Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Nick?
Between the kidnapper's demand and now this, I can't see any way to win here. Oh yeah. Miss Edgeworth wanted me to tell you something. He did? Even though visiting hours are long over at the detention center, he wanted me to grant you special permission, so there you go. I've already called them so they know. Go on, go talk to your heart's content. Thank you very much.
This is such good news, Mr. Nick.
Go talk to your heart's content. It sounds like the police are pretty sure they have tomorrow's trial in the bag. Alright, go back. I'm sure they must have transferred Miss Andrews here by now. That means that both Mr. On Guard and Miss Andrews are in this detention center. Now then, whose story do I want to hear? Hear Andrews first, then we'll get On Guard. He's gonna be the final piece. Today I drink tea because I feel like tea.
Oh, it's you.
I'm sorry to be visiting at such a late hour, but there are a few questions I absolutely have to ask you tonight.
Me? I thought your client was Matt.
I'm sure Miss Andrews knows something. You can't be clueless about the secret Mr. Carita had on Mr. On Guard. like to ask you about I'd like to ask you about Matt on guard, if you don't mind.
Mr. Wright, you still don't know, do you? The real him, I mean.
You seem to bear a lot of resentment towards Mr. On Guard. If that's the case, then why did you become his manager? And why would you become intimate with his rival?
That has nothing to do with this case. Nothing.
About Miss Celeste Impax.
I had finally put her death behind me. And now, thanks to you, it has all come back to the surface.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I was shocked by her suicide. And it's true that when I heard the rumor that Juan was the one who had hidden her suicide note, I began to draw close to him. I wanted to get her suicide note back and to burn it.
You wanted to burn it? But why?
I didn't want it to spread like just another piece of gossip. But I never held any murderous intent towards Juan. I would never do something so stupid.
The suicide note, huh?
I wonder what it said.
Why did you try to frame Mr. On Guard?
That's simple, because he's the killer, that's why. Isn't it the duty of every good citizen to inform the police? But, there had to be another way.
The police are excellent at doing their job, so they'd figure it out, right?
Yes, they're so good at that they couldn't figure out the real truth behind Celeste's death.
Miss Andrews? Well, I know you're not the type of person to do something without a reason. So please, tell me why you did what you did.
Revenge.
Huh? Did you say something just now? Ah, the balls! One! A Psylocke, huh?
Don't you understand yet? You're not my lawyer. To be honest, you're more like my enemy.
But I'm sure I just heard Miss Andrews say, revenge. Alright, let's see if we can get her on that right now. Present Magatim. Check out my Megatim. What do you think of the Megatim right there? Okay, here we go. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. On Guard for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt On Guard was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. On Guard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt. And that's why?
Jesus, Yoshi.
What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I'd want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There's something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Oh, we need to heal. It has to be Celeste.
Celeste?
There's only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impax's suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. On Guard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide.
Can you explain this relation between Celeste and Matt?
That I need to get from Matt himself. I don't think I have enough evidence yet. I should investigate and gather some more clues before I try again. No, I'm gonna pull out. I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, how do we get the other person? I guess we leave and come back? Yeah, we just leave and come back.
Mr. Nick, why we come out here just to go back over?
Shut up, shut up. There's a reason. There's a reason. Got on guard. Dude, it's Mr. Wright. I hope you can get me off the hook tomorrow. I'm counting on you, dude. I hope so too. Edgeworth just dropped a bombshell on me and said that Juan Carita was killed by an assassin, and that assassin's client is this man, Matt on guard. What's wrong, dude? Mr. On guard, there is something I must know with 100% certainty. You seem kind of different. You're totally not like your usual lawyer dude self, dude. Did you hire a killer? About the press conference? You mean the one where Juan was gonna dress up as the Nickel Samurai dude? Yeah, I heard a little more about it from Miss Andrews. It looked like somehow Juan had in his hands a secret so powerful that it would destroy Matt's acting career had it been revealed. Could you please fill me in on what this secret is, please? Ah, damn it. Of course, though, of course. Holy crap and holy! I knew this was coming. Still, goddamn.
Mr. Nick, don't tell me.
A Psylocke. A real big one on the table. You said a secret, right? But you don't have any idea what it is, do you, dude? I don't. Did you know about Mr. Carita and Miss Andrews' relationship? Well, it's all over the tabloids, dude. But I don't know any of the details, if that's what you mean, dude. Look, how many times do I have to tell you? I don't care what Juan did with his life, dude. Miss Andrews, she had a purpose in mind when she started seeing Mr. Carita. Her mentor was Mr. Carita's manager, and Miss Andrews was going to get Miss Celeste Impact's a suicide note from him. Celeste? Does that jog any memories? Dude, I suddenly just got totally hungry. You up for pizza? My treat, dude. Oh my god.
Mr. Nick, what's a pizza? Is it kind of a pea like green peas?
Let's go eat at one later, okay? I got cut off by the pizza dude at the shop, dude. That's too bad. Well, how about we get our minds off this topic and talk about something else, okay, dude? Mr. On Guard, are you connected to Miss Impact's suicide in some way? Well, we have to present him now. We have to present her now. Mr. On Guard? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer now. I don't think I had to tell you anything and everything. What do you mean by that? It just means I don't have to tell you anything and everything, dude. John Doe. About this person. He's
your butler, Mr. Doe, right? We met him at your mansion.
Pearl, you just screwed it up! You just effed us! You're too young to know, but you just effed us right in the A, little girl! Right in the A! You bent us over on this one. Damn it, Pearl. Oh, yeah, that's right, dude. He's a pretty cool dude who can do lots of things. He takes real good care of me, dude. You just effed us really hard there. You just killed Maya. You just killed Maya, Pearl. You just killed Maya. Huh. I don't get it. Why would she want to frame me, dude? I mean, I've never done anything to her, dude. Mr. On Guard sounds pretty sincere and he seems trustworthy. I'll have to find out what Miss Andrews' real intentions are. Dude, this person looks like a member of my fan club. Hold on a sec, I'm gonna ask the fan club president, okay? Dude, you know what? Forget I asked. Oh, wow, he reacted very differently when we brought up Celeste, didn't he? Interesting. Let's bring up himself. Yeah, I'm such a handsome devil, dude. Yeah. I'm way good at sports, karate, tennis, judo, soccer, football, hockey, fencing. Dude, it's no wonder I'm so popular. Yeah, you're also good at sitting in a jail cell, Mr. Popular. By the way, it's gonna be Lotta tomorrow, I already know it. It's true we debuted at the same time, dude. That's why people were always comparing us. But I totally didn't care what people were saying because he wasn't even close, dude. I mean, I won every contest we ever had, hands down, dude. I've seen him somewhere before. Is he a member of my fan club, dude? That's Mr. Powers. Isn't he supposed to be kind of like a mentor to you? Powers? Oh yeah, he's the guy on that kids exercise program, dude. I gave him an autograph just the other day, dude. He doesn't see Mr. Powers as a mentor at all. Okay, we're done with all that. Let's present other things. We just gotta get information right now. Is this your card? I'm kinda scared to show him this card. What's wrong, dude? Oh, so about this picture card. Have you ever seen this before? Nope, never saw it before in my life, dude. I don't think he's lying, or is he? Again, he looked like he gasped just now. Maybe I'm seeing things. Oh, nothing, dude. That Adrian, I never thought she'd go this far to frame me for the crime. I mean, what does she have against me, dude? I don't get it. That's something I would like to know, too. You have any ideas at all? Even the slightest clue? What? Me? Don't be silly, dude. Mr. Lawyer, dude. How am I supposed to know something like that, dude? Oh, she was your manager. It's all related to the kill, so here. Could you please take a look at this? I know it may not seem important to you. Well, if it's not important, then I'd rather be in bed, dude. Is the screen frozen? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. If I don't get my 2 hours of beauty sleep, my skin's gonna wrinkle up like a prune, dude.
You know, he's right, Mr. Nick. Your skin's kind of drying up here and there.
I swear, after this case is over, I'm gonna get lots and lots of sleep. About this.
Mr. Nick, you can't.
Huh?
Miss Andrews said she doesn't want anyone to know about that, remember?
What's that, dude? Oh, this? Nothing. It's nothing, really. Here's the impact suicide note. Mr. On guard? Dude, I know I asked you to be my lawyer now. I don't think I had to tell you anything and everything. Well, he is reacting like this about this, too. Whatever has to do with Celeste, he's really reacting. He was a bit of a talentless hack when he was alive. But who knew he could play dead so well? Wouldn't you agree, dude? Well, that's because he really is dead. And quite pitifully indeed, yes, dude. Jesus Christ, man. Alright. Hey, signature item was a guitar, huh? I mean, dude, what kind of ninja carries a guitar, dude? I'm not someone who would know. Dude, it's such a kid thing to do. I mean, just my opinion and all, dude. Isn't your show a kid show, too? That's a very nice transceiver, dude. I'm kind of an expert in gadgety things. Why does he just say... Why does what he just said give me a sinking feeling? That one, posing as someone else and trying to hold a press conference. And the person who set it all up was Adrian, wasn't it? That's what I heard. I can't believe. Why would she do such a thing, dude? Trying to figure that out. Oh yeah, it's the Magatama. Alright, let's see how far we can get right now. Let's go. Matt's secret. Now let's hear what this secret of yours is. What if Mr. Kaneda had been successful in his plan? What would he have disclosed? I told you before, dude. I don't know. I don't know anything about Juan, okay, dude? Look, Mr. Wright, I can keep on saying it until I'm blue in the face, but... I totally didn't pay Juan any attention the whole time that night, dude. I mean, come on, I was in the middle of a nap. Don't lie to me. Huh? I know you paid close attention to Mr. Kareda's, especially on that night. What proof do we have of that? The transceiver? Well, Mr. Ungard? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult my friend, okay, dude? He said I should snort while I give a good laugh, dude. Okay, here I go. I don't know how you snort. I can't believe he can be so flippant at a time like this. Mr. Ungard, I don't think you need to snort while you laugh, really. Where's the proof on this? I don't think I have anything, but let's just do it. Let's just go down the line. I don't think I have any proof. Why would I? None of this is gonna work. Stop. Let's just pull out. I don't think I have enough evidence. I should have. Yeah. Let's pull out, go back to the hotel. We can maybe go back to his room now. Alright, I think you have to do all 5 of his locks, and then you do Adrian. I think that's how it works. We have to break him down. I'm gonna go with Lada. Oh, Mr. White. Oh, hey, Mr. Wright. Please you had to help me, pal. Uh-oh. It's Mr. Powers is the... Oh! He's the witness? Mr. Powers? What happened? Why are you here? You see, I got roped into this somehow. What? And now I'm going to testify at tomorrow's trial. So the decisive witness is Mr. Powers? I was talking with the detective until a little while ago, and I was on my way home. When all of a sudden, you're under arrest, and I was brought back here. Oh. He said my face and his whole self in general looked suspicious or something. Well, I guess I can see how they thought you looked suspicious. Just a normal guy in an exercise show for kids. Is that a crime, man? I'm just freaking Wolverine. I'm just the best at what I do, which is entertain kids. Oh crap, made myself cry. Oh jeez. Alright. Yeah. So about this testimony you're giving, what are you going to talk about? I really don't know yet. But it sounds like I saw something pretty important from what they tell me. You saw something important? What was it? Oh, well, the detective told me not to talk about it. You can't tell anyone, and especially not that lawyer, he said. We did get you off the hook, man.
Who do you think that lawyer? Who do you think is that lawyer the detective was talking about?
I'm going to take a wild guess and say it's me.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, you get it.
Mr. Nick, Miss Maya and myself are the only 2 allies in this whole world. But it's alright.
Ouch! I don't really have a lot of friends, do I? I got Larry. Bill's Larry. This is going to do a lot of damage to Matt, you know. Because he's got that refreshing like a spring breeze image going. I don't even know what that freaking means. I think we probably should have translated that better, I don't know. But what is he really like? Well, let's see. Matt's always been kind of a player with women. He would never really turn a pretty face away, if you know what I mean. He'd always say, it's just a game to justify himself.
What? How horrible! That's unforgivable.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to offend you. But you know, he said once that there's only one person in the world who won't swoon over me. One person who wouldn't swoon over him? His manager, you know, his Adrian Andrews. Why is Mr. Power suddenly looking kind of energetic? Oh yeah, he likes gossip. You see, I'm actually a sucker for gossip. I mean, celebrities in their world have this dazzling sort of image, right? A dazzling sort of image. But aren't you a part of that dazzle, Mr. Powers? No, I'm more of a hairy, sweaty, smelly, brutish kind of guy, you know? But it's okay, really. I get to hear plenty of gossip about a lot of the other stars around me as things happen. Well, that's true. Oh, hey, so did you hear about this yet? About Miss Andrews' mentor and her suicide? You mean Miss Impacts?
We heard something about how her wedding was cancelled.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I thought about it a little the other day about that mysterious death. Hey, Mr. Wright, why don't you ask me about that? Go on, go ahead. Mr. Powers is so charged up his skin is practically glowing with electricity. Could have just told us in that conversation. Hey, so have you heard this? Celeste left a suicide note. And they say that Juan went and hid it. We heard about that in court today. But there wasn't any actual proof that she had left this note. Well, this is what I think. I think that something bad was written on that note. Something bad for Juan, that is.
Something bad for Mr. Koita.
Why do you figure so? Well, before she died, Celeste talked to it with a few of her friends. And she said it looks like I may have been caught by an insidious man. Man on guard. An insidious man? Did she mean Mr. Koita by that? Well, there's no one else that fits the bill, right? And that would be reason enough for him to hide the suicide note. I see. Well, that's some good info. Thank you. You're welcome. Miss Sungard and Miss Andrews. They're both at the detention center right now. There are still things I don't understand or know about. I'm sure. I have to get the two of them to tell me everything. Beep!
Mr. Nick, your phone!
Hey, that's the Steel Samurai theme song, isn't it? I don't like the sound of this ringtone right now. It sounds kind of ominous. Yeah, I know. Beep! Hello? We're in trouble now, pal. I'll be back at the office really soon. Oh god, those two voices are too similar. When did that happen? What's wrong? Something real unexpected just happened, man. Something really unexpected just happened, pal. There you go. Miss Edgeworth, Edgeworth? Anyway, hurry up and get back to the office, pal. I don't know what's going on anymore. It's no good. The end, huh? Hello? He got cut off.
What's going on, Mr. Nick?
Gumshoe said we need to get back to the office right away.
Then we should hurry back.
I'm scared to go back.
What are you talking about, Mr. Nick? Pull yourself together.
Maybe it'll be good news. It never is it? Somehow I doubt that. I realized something. I've been incorporating Cockney accent with Pearl's voice this whole time. Apparently Pearl's my practice for Cockney. Oh my god, but with that little kid voice. Alright, let's head straight back to the detention center. Okay, let's go. Here we go. Wright and Cole offices. Hey, pal! Mr. Edgeworth's already back. Well, what happened? We got him. We know who bought that spy camera.
Eh?
This quickly? And this bear's what gave them away, pal. The bear? I figured it out, pal. I figured that we should have been looking into the bear instead of the camera.
Wasn't that Mr. Edgeworth? I figured that...
Shh, Pearls. And? Go on. There's only one person who bought one of these bears who's related to this crime.
But who is it? Who would be so rude as to spy another person in that room?
Matt on guard.
Huh?
Matt on guard, your client. That's who, pal. And here I thought that things couldn't get any worse. By the way, I could really go for a salad. Anyone want one? You got any lettuce around here? Stuffed bear. Are you sure you heard right? That the person who bought this bear was... I heard it from the department store clerk, pal. This is the credit card receipt for the purchase. It's for $3,800, pal. That's an exact match of the price of that stuffed bear. A receipt? That's all you have? No, it's not just the receipt, pal. The store clerk said so himself. He told me, I'm sure I sold the bear to Mr. Ungard. I mean, the clerk even got Mr. Ungard's autograph out of it, pal. So I'm sure the person that bought the stuffed bear was Mr. Ungard himself. My sight is failing me. This can't be. Credit card receipt. Now we got level 1 on the locks now. So what about the spy camera we found? That was a dead end, pal. I mean, you can get this kind of thing from anywhere. But for now, I guess I can give these back to you for your file. For you to file away into evidence. I got that. I know you don't want to give up, pal. I never thought. I didn't think it was possible. The person who put the spy camera in Juan Curti's room was Matt on guard.
Why? Why would Mr. Ungard do something like this?
I bet it was to catch Miss Andrews and Mr. Cardita in one of their rendezvous, pal. I bet it's not good enough for me. I have to know the absolute truth behind this camera. Are you going to see him? Mr. Ungard, I mean? Yes.
I'm scared, Mr. Nick. I wonder what we will find out next.
I'm scared myself, but I have to put on a good face for pearls. Matt on guard, what in the world have you done? Move out. Pull it out, let's go. What? You're working really late, you know. It's already past 10 p.m., dude. I think it's time you told me the truth. Eh? Relax. Don't you know that ignorance is bliss, dude? But if you really want to know, let's talk, dude. I like how it went straight to Matt, by the way. That means we have everything we need for Matt. Time for the Magatama. Bong. Looks like we have everything we need. Time to do some fencing. Alright, here we go. The bear. This bear was in Mr. Cardita's room on the night of the murder. A bear that was supposed to be a present from a fan. So, it's a present, dude. It actually looks kinda classy, if you know what I mean, dude. Yes, I hear it's quite expensive. Which is why it is very odd that this gadget was found inside this bear. This is a very small video camera. And it was hidden inside this bear's eye. Maybe it's a really curious bear. Really, bro? Well, whatever this bear saw was sent somewhere using this transmitter. Which means someone on the night of the murder was secretly filming Mr. Cardita's room. I guess one had a few of those kinds of fans too, huh, dude? Actually, I wouldn't say this bear was a present from a fan. You sure, dude? Who else could it be from, dude? The person who gave this bear to Mr. Cardita was... Well, Mr. Ungard... What? Oh, I had to do person. Okay, fine. Okay, so it's supposed to be profile. We don't use the receipt to catch him, we just put his own thing. Mr. Ungard, don't you know this bear from somewhere? I don't think I've ever met Mr. Bear before, dude. Ah, but he says he knows you. How could you forget such a great friend? What else did the bear tell you, dude? He says that the one who put the camera in his right eye was you, Mr. Ungard. If I didn't know how you work in court, I'd think it was I was in some serious trouble, dude. Come on, this is all a joke, right, dude? You're just pulling my leg, dude. Looks like you're not ready to give up your secret yet. Well, do you have any proof you want to show me first, dude? Here's proof that was you who put the camera inside the bear. Here's the receipt. I have here one credit card receipt, Mr. Ungard. It's from when you bought that stuffed bear. Dude, all you can tell from this is that I spent $3,800. I go to the department store all the time, okay? This $3,800, this could be the toothbrush I bought that one time, dude. The $30,000, $3,800 toothbrush? It's ivory, and it's got elephant hair for bristles, dude. Ew, elephant hair. Is that what rich people use nowadays? Anyway, the store clerk clearly remembers you and your purchase. After all, you even gave him an autograph, did you not? Dude, you should have said that earlier. So can I ask you one thing? Yeah. You're my lawyer, right, dude? So if you are, then why are you looking at this stuff like that? Because if I don't know the truth, I can't help you. Sounds more like stupid lawyer talk to me. Hey, let's stop talking about this, okay, dude? No, not yet. I haven't asked why you set the camera up yet. And what your secret is. Of course, it would be strictly confidential. So, what are you going to do now, dude? I'm going to find out what I want to know, because I must. The reason you hid this camera in Mr. Kurita's room and filmed it in secret is, I don't fudging know! Alright. What is this card, dude? Maybe he doesn't know about this card. This is a certain man's calling card. The man's name is Shelly the Killer. And I'm sure you know of him, don't you? Shelly the Killer? That's ridiculous, dude! Well, why would I know some shady scumbag like him, dude? If you really don't know him, then why are you acting so jumpy all of a sudden? This is it! I'm finally starting to get to the truth! I can't afford to make any more mistakes now. Mr. On Guard, I know why you know Mr. the Killer. It's because you're a hero of justice. You're his client. Since you're the one who set up that camera, that means you knew. You knew exactly what was going to happen in that room. You wanted to watch him murder Juan Kurita. You are effed up, dude. So, how? How would you know something like that? It's because you're his client. That's why. You hired Shelly the Killer to assassinate Mr. Juan Kurita. Mr. Juan. The real mastermind behind this whole murder is you, Mr. On Guard. And here I was trying to be a good boy for you, dude. Huh? I thought if you didn't know, you'd be able to do your job without feeling bad, dude. Well, that's what I thought, anyway. But, Mr. On Guard, you really did hire? Hold on a sec. I'm gonna consult myself, okay? Consult myself? Well, I guess it's probably about time anyway, dude. About time for what? I think it's time for you to meet him now, Mr. Lawyer Dude. Holy shit! Ah! How do you do, Mr. Lawyer? I'm Matt On Guard. I also got this wine glass out of nowhere. I'm a freaking magician. What the balls? He's got a split personality? That's why he can do lies. Oh, shit. What? Well done, Mr. Wright. I bet it wasn't easy to gather as much information as you have. Why do I have a wine glass? Why do I have a wine glass? You really? So you were Shelly the Killer's client? You don't really think I would dirty my own hands in this, do you? What do you mean? And that woman, Adrian, was quite brave herself. Trying to stick the crime on me, I didn't think she had it in her. But all I care about is that Juan is dead. Isn't that right, Mr. Lawyer? But that's... you're lying. What a terrible... It's way past your bedtime, little girl. Go on and let us grown-ups talk more about adult things. But why? Why did you hide the video camera in? The weakling soon believes the words of others, just like that pathetic Adrian. He knew about Miss Andrews' secret? But I'm no weakling. I don't believe anyone, least of all assassins. What? Oh, come on, Mr. Wright. Assassins aren't above blackmail. They turn their clients into cash cows by holding the sinful deed over their heads. And a superstar like me, how much do you think I'm worth? Care to guess?
I thought it's just it was creepy. He wanted to watch the murder himself. And that's why...
Yes, that's where the video comes in. It's got his face and the crime scene recorded on it, preserved for all time. With that, I can keep him at bay and even blackmail him if I want. That's right, that video is my insurance. Isn't that what they call it, Mr. Wright?
Why would you do something so wrong?
Because I'm a grown-up, and I can. Good enough for an answer for you, little girl.
I like how she's asking instead of Phoenix. Motive for murder. Why? Why would you kill Mr. Koida?
Because he was about to sling so much dung onto my beautiful public image. Scandals are a little annoying, aren't they?
This is all because of that press conference, isn't it? If Mr. Koida had been able to give it, the Mr. Undead Secret would have...
Well, that's what we call taking advantage of the situation. You know. I had no interest in doing it really, but bit by bit, it crept up on me. And then the situation just presented itself perfectly. How beautiful, I thought.
And that's how Mr. Koida ended up dead?
Let me tell you something. I'm not like Adrian. I don't depend on anyone. People are simply things to be used. Used and thrown away. Put on a sweet, innocent face and people will swallow anything you feed them. Adrian fell for it. The assassin too. Oh, and how can I forget? Even you fell for it, Mr. Lawyer. Everyone all working their butts off for me. Met on guard. Did that leave you speechless? What a shame. What's wrong, Mr. Lawyer? You've grown awfully quiet.
How could I have been so deceived by you all this time? When we first met, I asked if you had killed Juan Carita. And you answered very clearly that you hadn't killed anyone.
Hey now, I never told you any lies. The person who did the killing was Mr. Tequila, right? All I'm guilty of is taking a catnap in my room.
You killed Mr. Carita!
I dare you to say that in court tomorrow. But too bad, you can't. You're my lawyer after all, aren't you? You could always drop my case and refuse to represent me. How does that sound? But you can't, can you? That would be the one thing you absolutely can't do.
Mystic Maya! Mystic Maya!
Wouldn't want to test the killer. He's a man of his word, or so I hear. You could end up getting a certain friend of yours rubbed out if you lose.
You scoundrel!
So if I were you, Mr. Lawyer, Squire, I think I would give it my all tomorrow. Remember, everyone likes a happy win-win resolution.
I'll get you for this.
That's such a cliche phrase. Juan said something just like that, if memory serves. Of course, well, we all know how things turned out. For him, don't we? Good night, Mr. Lawyer.
Holy crap! Maya, what am I supposed to do? And now you finally found it. Mia? Oh no, it's Edgeworth! Okay, I thought it was Mia. The starting line of this case. Edgeworth? I don't care for the hard atmosphere here. Let's return to the precinct. My throat is shut after doing that voice, oh my god. Well, right? What are you going to do?
you plan on changing your defense.
No! We can't do that!
That's right. He's holding Maya hostage. What? What should I do? That's not something I can answer for you. I'd let them just have Maya killed. I'm not a nice guy.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Right. Only you can decide where to go from here. 1 year ago, at that time, I didn't truly understand what a prosecutor was. And that is why I had to leave the prosecutor's office. I felt that I couldn't stand in a court of law until I knew what a prosecutor really was. And now, Wright, it's your turn. My turn? What is this thing called a lawyer? What can you do as one? I can law things. You must find the answer, and you must find it on your own. Well, I can't go camping for a year. Madam Guard. Oh god. I'm a lawyer. But to fight for someone who is clearly a killer. Madam Guard, that man is really... It doesn't matter who... Every person deserves a proper defense. And a fair trial. Isn't that the basis of our judicial system? Proper defense? What exactly is that? Is it where a lawyer forcibly and blindly gets an acquittal through shouting and trickery? Ironic that you, of all people, should say such a thing. Isn't that exactly how you fought for your clients up until now? But they were innocent, bro! Well, that may be true, but that's trickery. We bluffed the balls out of it. I guess you can call it bluffing trickery. But they were innocent every time. We caught the killer every time. That's because I believe my clients to be innocent from the bottom of my heart. But if I were to get on guard and acquittal, that isn't proper defense at all. I became a lawyer because I thought I could save people who were suffering and in pain. But when I look at this mess we're in, I can't even protect the person closest to me. Even if I win the case, I still lose in the end. I just don't know what to do. Right? Would you get a hold of yourself? You have it all wrong. Huh? We aren't some sort of heroes. We're only human, you and I. No, Phoenix Wright's a hero. He saves innocent people. People that Edgeworth would have totally gotten killed, horribly. Also, according to Yoshi, he confessed his love for Maya. I did not catch that crap. Okay, I have to go back on that. Phoenix Wright was in Marvel vs. Capcom. Only heroes in that game. Also villains, so he's either one or the other. He's one of them. He's a hero. He's in that game. There you go. You want to save someone? That's something easier said than done, wouldn't you say? That's... You are a defense lawyer. You can't run away from that. You can only fight. That's all you can do. Why fight? People like you and Francesca von Kammer are always using all you have to pin me down. You fight to the very end, even when you know the truth is not with you. Which is dick, by the way! But I'm not like you. I can't fight for a false verdict, for a man I clearly know to be guilty. Francesca, she fights for herself. The only thing she fights for is her perfect win record. That's all. And you've been slapping that down pretty good. And? Isn't that the same as you? Isn't that why you ran away a year ago? Oh, he's pissed now. Oh, he's mad. He's mad. Because your precious win record was destroyed? You were so petty. What? I'm confused by this motivation because we helped him last year. We found him innocent of a crime that has to do with another crime from 20 years ago. That would wreck a man. That would wreck a man. And somehow we're accusing... I don't understand. I see. Now I understand why you despise me so. You're an idiot. However, you are mistaken. What do you... Thanks to you, when you sealed off my path to a perfect win record, I began to realize the error of my ways. I realized that things such as a perfect record were meaningless. Tell that to Mayweather. Eh? I don't believe you. Are you saying that this is why you left? Are you saying that is why you left the prosecutor's office? But then why? Why are you here now? The answer to that is something you will find out on your own. I have faith you will see it before the verdict is read tomorrow. But if you can't, then you will be powerless to change the ending of this story. Do we get multiple endings? Because holy crap.
Beep, 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 beep. Mr. Nick, the transceiver. Beep.
I'm sorry for what happened earlier. Well then, Mr. Attorney, do you wager you can obtain an acquittal tomorrow? Ah! My, what is the matter, Mr. Attorney? I don't sense your usual anger this time. Tell me, please. Why are you holding Maya hostage for Mr. Engard's sake? Why are you doing this for that cold-blooded killer? Right? Please don't misunderstand things. He is my client. Don't toy with me. A man who hires an assassin is just as much of a killer himself. I believe you asking me for a reason as to why I'm doing what I am. Yeah. This is what I'd like to call my aftercare. But what the heck is aftercare? My name carries a certain amount of honor and dignity, Mr. Attorney. I take great care to ensure that no suspicion falls upon my clients or my handiwork. That is what is called client relations, and it is part of an assassin's duty. An assassin's duty? We're unlucky this time, and my client was arrested as a suspect. As a result, I did what I had to do to enlist your expert help, Mr. Attorney. And to ensure that you would do everything in your power to the very end. What is your name? I believe I told you once before. However, you did, but my name is the Killer. Shelly the Killer. You're Shelly the Killer? Please keep in mind you do not have much space to maneuver with me. As a killer, I always finish what I set out to do. If you fail to keep up your end of the bargain, Maya, it would be my duty as an assassin to see to it she receives a very long nap.
No!
Now then, if you'll excuse me, if someone were to trace the signal back to me, it would be quite troublesome.
Meow.
Ah, there it is!
Missing Maya.
I don't know what to say. Edgeworth! Did you hear that? At the end of that transmission.
Meow.
Huh? Oh, that. It sounded like a cat. I hate cats. They always think they have the leg up on you. They don't have the leg up on me.
A cat?
It can't be! That cat! Can it?
What is it?
I think I know where Shelly the Killer is holding Maya hostage! Edgeworth! Have all police units head for Engard Mansion immediately! Alright. You hurry over as well, then. Don't lose hope yet, Pearls. The fight has only just begun.
Yeah.
Holy balls, we're still going here. I'm going to assume the killer bolted the second that cat went off. He's like, oh shit. Oh no. Hey buddy. Yeah, we're not gonna talk to you. We're gonna keep going here. Hotel up? Oh, it's near the hotel. There it is. Yeah, so hotel to the living room. Was that bear there earlier? It wasn't. Maya!
Please answer us, Mystic Maya.
We have this area completely surrounded. There's no way for him to escape. Assuming he's still in the area. I can't believe it. That butler! All this time, he was the killer! How could I not remember him as the server guy earlier in this episode? I mean, in this chapter, whatever we're calling it. He and On Guard were working together all this time. I'm sure they had worked out a contingency plan ahead of time. The bear! The bear!
Oh, it's a figurine of a bear. But there are a lot of cuts in it for some reason.
It's a grenade! Run! I mean, it's a mine. Run! A bear. Isn't that more of a thing for Mr. Carita? Why would something like this be here? Right, look down. There's a little pet door installed here.
Ah, I'm sure that's for Shu.
Do you think that this came through that little door? This door. It's locked. Well, I'm pretty used to breaking doors down by now. Let's go, Edgeworth. Dunk. Dunk. Ah! Holy crap, he is! Ah! There's no one here! From the looks of this room, I would say this is On Guard's private lounge. Look at this, right? An antenna for sending and receiving radio signals, and a VCR. Check inside the deck! If there's a tape, it would be an important piece of evidence. If we're lucky, it'll have the moment the crime was committed recorded on it. I'm sorry, but the tape deck is empty. There's no tape to be found.
No.
But there's no mistake that someone used this to record something. It looks like someone took the tape we're looking for and escaped with it. Wine cellar! Huh. We've searched all over, but it looks like he got away. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It looks like he slipped out of our grasp this time. And now we've lost our only lead. Don't give up yet. That little girl is looking to you to be her pillar. You're gonna have to be her father now. Be a good father. Don't be bad. You don't want her to be like, especially during the teenager years, by the way. Those can be rough. Yeah, you're right. We're close, I can tell. We've already set up checkpoints along every route leading out of this district. Leave the rest to us. My throat's giving out, Jesus. Maya! Examine. This looks like a picture of Miss Impax. With love, Celeste.
Miss Impax? You mean...
Yes, Mr. Carita's former manager.
Why would a picture of Miss Impax be in Mr. On Guard's mansion?
And why does it say with love? This might be a clue. We found ourselves a raging clue.
Ah!
What's wrong, Pearls?
Please let me see the picture frame.
Huh? What's so special about the frame?
On the back, there's something written on the back of the frame. Maya! It's Mystic Maya! She left us a message!
What? By the way, how did she get a message on there?
I thought you'd come. I knew you would. Now listen up. You'd better get on guard a guilty sentence, okay? If you get that creepy slime back and not guilty, I'll never forgive you, ever. I'm fine, so you don't need to worry. There's so much I want to write, but I don't think I have a lot of time left, or space. It's a little frame. Hurley, you're there too, right? Make sure you help Nick, okay? Someone's got to watch out for the helpless lunk.
Oh my god, if Maya dies?
That's it for now, Nick. I guess I'll talk to you guys later. Although I'm gonna be dead, so I'm gonna do it through Pearl later. No!
Oh god, what if Maya wrote, I'll talk to you guys later, through Pearl? Oh my god, that would be so dark.
Mystic Maya, sub.
Right? Huh? What's wrong? Why the blank stare? Oh, nothing. We've searched the house, and this is the last room. It looks like he's eluded us. Edgeworth. Yes? As far as clues go, I think this is about all I'm going to get. But I'm still short one last thing. And what is that? Yup! Time to unlock her. Miss Andrews Psylocke. If I could just find out what secret she's holding, then I think I can stand a chance in court tomorrow. To blow this case wide open and expose the truth. I think I know what you're thinking. I'll contact the detention center. Thanks, Edgeworth. Well, let's go, Pearls. It's time to open that last lock. Yes, Chad is making a joke about opening up the lock on her chest.
Good evening, Mr. Wright. What's wrong? You look ill.
Miss Andrews, I have come to remove your Psylocke.
Psylocke?
I want to know, and you will tell me. Your secret. That is just not wrong at all. Oh my god, Phoenix, you could word this better. Oh my god, alright.
Fine, go ahead. Try to break me if you can.
Not hard, girl. It's not hard, considering. Here we go. Final battle of the end of the investigation. Yeah, you're right. She does look like Samus, kinda, huh? Because she's got the suit going on. Why frame him? Can you please tell me why you framed Mr. Ungard for the murder?
I've already told you countless times. It's because I thought Matt was the killer.
No, that's not it. I know you have a personal reason to dislike Mr. Ungard. Miss Andrews, you may think I didn't hear it, but I know you said something earlier. You said revenge.
So you are saying I was taking my revenge out on Matt, and that's why? What an absurd idea. I don't have anything I'd want to take revenge for.
Miss Andrews, a woman who lives by being dependent on another person. There is something or someone in her past that would make her take revenge. Celeste.
Celeste?
There is only one catalyst that could cause such strong feelings, and even revenge. And that is Miss Impact's suicide.
What are you trying to say? Celeste was Juan's manager. On top of that, the one who hid her suicide note was also Juan. What does all this have to do with Matt?
You're right. You haven't mentioned him yet. But for you to hate Mr. Ungard, it would mean that he must have had some relation to Miss Impax and her suicide.
Can you explain to me what this relation between Matt and Celeste is?
This is a photo of Miss Impax, correct? She looks younger than when she passed away, though.
What?
With love, Celeste. This is Miss Impax's handwriting, isn't it?
Where did you find this? No, that's all right. It was a rhetorical question.
Yeah, it is. I found this at Mr. Ungard's mansion.
And after all this time, my last remaining secret has been revealed.
They could have put that lock somewhere else. Heal up! There you go. Oh yeah, feels better. Goddamn. Jet, her secret is that she is Samus. Why frame him?
Celeste, she was supposed to get married to Juan.
Yes, but I heard that it didn't work out.
Because Mr. Koita didn't want to get married to her anymore, why? Yes, because of Matt. But because of Mr. Ungard? What do you mean?
I think I can see where this is going.
Celeste, she was Matt's manager a long time ago. She was the happiest woman in the world at that time. I was working part-time back then, and I often saw the two of them together.
So that's why.
With love, Celeste is written on the frame of that picture. They were a couple, weren't they? I mean, they were a couple, weren't they? It wasn't anything as splendid as that. Celeste was being used. Toyed with until she was thrown away. That's so horrible! Matt's entire image is built around how nice and wonderful a man he is. A scandal will have destroyed that. Which is why Celeste, in her kindness, moved over to Worldwide Studios. That is where she met Juan. She seemed really happy with him, even happier than when she was with Matt. Celeste and Juan were such a good match that they were even planning to get married. And then, it was suddenly called off. On the night Juan called their marriage off, Celeste, she killed herself. And that's why I framed Matt. It was revenge for Celeste and for myself. Revenge! I'm sure even you can guess why Juan called the wedding off, right? Matt confessed to Juan about his relationship with Celeste.
I see, so that's what happened. But, also that's pretty damn evil. There was no reason to do that.
Then why did Mr. Koita have to call off the wedding? I don't understand at all. It was probably because of his worthless male pride. Juan and Matt were always fierce rivals.
Alright, so... yeah, being with Matt's ex-girlfriend would of course... yeah, okay, I get it.
Matt waited for the wedding announcement and then unleashed the truth on Juan. He was aiming for when it would hurt Juan the most. Call him his impacts? That wasn't the end of it. That day, I'm almost certain that Celeste left a suicide note. And in that note, she left a detailed account of Matt's various misdeeds, and that she would never again be hurt by Matt. She chose to die. And then, when Juan discovered her body, he hid her note. But why would he do that? It's simple. Juan realized that note was a powerful weapon against Matt. And it would be especially damaging to his refreshing like a breeze image. In any case, with his pride hurt, Juan sought revenge. Revenge? There's that word again. Juan wanted to publicly disclose the contents of that suicide note. At the time, that would cause Matt the most damage, of course.
Right there. And that was at the press conference after the stage show.
I know all about it because I heard it all from Juan. It was so I could find out about all this that I drew close to Juan to begin with. They're quite a pair of hideous monsters, aren't they? Even Celeste's death was something for them to use in their game. That night when I found Juan's body, it was only natural that I thought the murderer was Matt. Those two were always spying on one another, after all. As for me, I was frantically searching for Celeste's suicide note. I wanted to destroy it before it ever went public. I was going to burn it. I had even brought a lighter. But I couldn't find the suicide note, and that's when a revenge crossed my mind. Yes, I was going to bring to them my own kind of cruel revenge. Celeste was killed by those two monsters. But when I stabbed Juan's body with that knife, I didn't feel a single shred of guilt.
It is a dead body,
Ah! And that's all I have to say. Well, Mr. Wright, even knowing all this, are you still going to help that man?
I'm a lawyer.
I see. What a foul profession.
Thank you very much for your time and for talking with me.
It was no big deal. I couldn't sleep anyway.
I can't sleep either, not with my situation, or with what I know now. Alright, well... Jesus! Okay, we're at the end of the episode. Thanks for coming by, everyone. Oh my god, how much more is there to this game, though? Maybe 1 or 2 more episodes? I'm not sure. We have to... Are we defending Matt? Are we going to find him guilty? I don't know what we're going to do anymore. I think we're going to try to stretch out time before so we can save Maya. I don't know. It's really weird. I don't know what we're doing in the next one. I don't know what our plan is. I don't know at all. But there you go. That right there is the game. I had fun with watching. That's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Let's come by and see you next time. Quick aside. There was a show a long time ago called I think it was Beauty and the Geek, or it was something else. And it was a dating show where the girl didn't know that she was gonna choose from a bunch of bachelors who were just regular looking guys. And the second season of it was that premise, but then they brought in 3 good looking guys. And in the end, the girl chose one of the good looking guys. In the final episode, she had a dark secret she needed to reveal. And she reveals it. And the dark secret is she's an ex-girlfriend of Fabio's. And the good-looking dude flipped the fudge out. I was like, okay? And he's like, no, that's not okay with him because Fabio's on all those cheesy love books and all that stuff, and it wasn't okay with him, so he couldn't date her. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What? What? So, okay. So, I don't know. I don't know what's the problem with who a girl dated before she got with you. I don't know what's the problem at all. I guess if you really hated a certain person, if you really hate Fabio, I guess. I don't know. It's weird. That's weird. If you're so in love with a girl, it doesn't matter who she was with before you. You're gonna marry them. So obviously Juan wasn't that great a guy if he chooses his rivalry with Matt over being with Celeste, obviously. Just holy crap. Oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I dated a girl who's dating Fabio. Good for her. She dated a pretty high level guy back in the day. I don't know. See you next time, everybody. Oh man.